I think a much better, last 3 games, just a much better style of play. Yes, we won, but I think we win because we play our type of softball. I think it begins and ends in that circle, and I thought, my Sydney crew did just a tremendous job. Grace gave us good innings yesterday as well, but I think overall we pitched better, and then when we pitch better, when we score runs, it puts pressure on defenses. So, or I should say the opposing team. So, I just think we just executed our game plan. I would have liked us to have put that game away. I thought we had some opportunities tonight, this afternoon, but overall, much happier with how we performed.
Every coach loves it when their moves pay off, but moving Mathis, getting her in the lineup, getting her in defense, she checks boxes off in both. What is about her that she was able to take that and run with it?
Yeah, I think I really have to credit my staff because we've been we have hard conversations up there, and I think, Coach Heff, has been really advocating for her, and, she had to do some things in practice that made me think that, okay, and I know she's capable, but really with Kelsey, it's her confidence and her just going out and playing the game instead of overthinking the game. And moving AK was a Coach Harger thing, to be honest with you, and I just think you have to have a staff that you trust. Sometimes it takes me a while, but, that's why I have them there. So I think both of those make me look really smart, but it's really, not necessarily it's always my final call, but they're in my ears about things, and we're up there having very friendly conversations, but I think that's what we need to do. Sometimes you need a little push. I thought, I don't know that it's a coincidence that our pitchers performed better with AK behind the plate. I just think she commands that position, and she's really good at her communication, what she's saying to the pitcher. She's giving them real feedback, and so I think that makes a difference. It kind of makes your pitchers have to lock in.
After the Friday game, you challenged your defense to catch the ball, and then Paisley goes out there and robs a home run.
Yeah.
Talk about that play and just what it means to kind of see the improvement from the game.
Yeah, they're capable, and that's the thing. I don't get mad at them or mad in general if I don't think that you're capable. And I always tell them, I care so much that I don't allow that nonsense to happen. And really, we'd had 2 weekends in a row where we had nonsense happen, and I was tired of it. So, I think they have to know that. They have to know, we talked about this, I'm not their parents. I don't think the sun rises and sets on them. But I do care about them a lot, and I care about them to the point that I expect a standard. I expect a level of play because that's what they are capable of doing. And so, I feel like I'm a truth teller. That's why I always tell them, it's the truth. Yeah, you might not like it, but it doesn't mean I don't like you. It just means I'm telling you the truth, and I think you could do better. So for me, it was, I think they can see it these last couple of games, and they can feel it of there it is. And I'm yes, there it is. And so hopefully they build on it, and we, take this momentum and we start getting hot.
Back to AK, has she earned the starting job going further, you think?
Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't think that she's going to have to catch every single game. I think we still have to develop some people, but Coach Heff is taking some of the catchers with him during the game and just talking. I think we just have to teach them, I think especially for Maddie as a freshman, this game, I've said this every year I've been here, they don't understand the difference between high school travel ball to this level. And so I think, Heff is, really doing his job, of just sitting down with, Maddie and some of the other catchers during the game and talking through hey, what are you thinking here? Where are we at in the lineup? Just some of those things that they maybe don't get prior to coming here.
What about kind of flipping the script? They lose the ball in the sun, hit a batter, you score. That doesn't happen. You don't score that inning, but that's what they did against you the first time you met, and I know you probably talked to your team about that, but is that because of the maturation that suddenly in 48 hours you're able to turn the script, so to speak?
Yeah, I think right now we have so many of those blue pits in our pocket that they need to start going our way. But I think, I don't know that it's really a maturation in 24 hours. I think it's them taking their opportunities and running with it, being in charge of the game. taking control of the situation, taking advantage of, I thought Talon had another really great read on, I can't remember whose ball it was, maybe Maya's ball, and she took third base. Like, just those things, those create opportunities, those create big innings, and that's an extra 60 feet. And because she does that, Maya's able to get to second base. So those things are the things that I'm really watching of, are we playing the game the right way? That's what I kind of mean by that.
You guys, you lost to Duke the first time, beat them, lose to these guys the first time, beat them. Is there something to that, or is that just softball?
I think it's hope. I mean, I hope no team thinks that they can beat us twice. Like, I know that's how I feel, and I feel like we make adjustments, and like, we're gonna fight. Like, we're not going down swinging. So I think, I hope that that's something that we continue. I think, we've done that over the years, but yeah, I mean, I pride myself and every program that I've been a part of is that we aren't getting beat twice. Like, that is absolutely, you're not getting beat twice in a row, at least. Yeah.
You sort of touched on lesson time there when you opened. Really solid outing for her today. Looked like it was going to be a shutout at one point. Is she tinkering with anything? Is it just sort of pounding the zone and spreading, like you said?
Yeah, that's what I just told her out in the hallway. Like, that's the lesson team that's in the bullpen every day, like, over and over and over again. And I've been really frustrated with both her and Sydney Peters of, like, where is that? Like, you are, and so, and Les and Peters both got banged around a little bit in a couple of tournaments, but they're really good if they come out and pitch. Like, I feel like I sound crazy, but, like, I feel like I know pitching, and I know what they have, but, I showed them their heat maps. Like, when our heat map is red down the hoo-ha of the plate, like, it's not rockets. I keep saying that. It's, but, like, even Peters, like, I showed her, like, where her heat map was after yesterday's game, way different. And it's like, you guys, like, here's the answers to the test, and, they are capable of doing it. All of them really are. Honestly, I thought Grace did a great job yesterday. Like, she came in and gave us what she needs to give us for us to win a ball game. And that's really what, does she want to throw more innings? Yeah, probably. But that's not what her role is right now. Her role is to come in and give us, 2 to 3 innings, or get a ground ball out if she comes in the middle of the game, and execute that game plan. So I think when they kind of free that piece up and just go in and pitch to what they're capable of doing, they complement each other really well. You think about our up ball kids, and then Grace is a down ball kid. Pinnell's going to figure it out. I think she's driving herself crazy, but she's got her changeup is elite. So I think, like, we have pieces. We have a lot of pieces that I think can help us.
And I think you touched on, you said playing the game the right way. Do you feel that's the number one thing you got out of this tournament, the last 3 games, which kind of gets back to what you said, it all starts in the circle?
Yes, 100. Yeah, you could just say that for me, Cease. Yeah.
No, just asking.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, it's just, like, playing with fire, playing hard. Like, we get to play this game, right? And so, like, I think sometimes we take it for granted, and you can't take it for granted. You can't take life for granted, And I told him, I was like, you might get an injury tomorrow. Like, what if your career ends tomorrow? How would you feel? Like, can you look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and say you gave everything you had? Like, that's all I want for them.
Going off what Steve said there, do you feel like the story of this invitational was more what they did after the loss rather than we could have won them all?
Yes, yeah. I still think we could have won them all, but really, we talked about this a lot at the beginning of the year. It's like, I thought this team was going to need some tinkering. I thought it was going to need time. That's why they got an earful, whatever day it was, because I'm like, we're in week 3. Like, grow up. Like, it's time to be women out here and play the game. And so that's what I'm hoping we're starting to hit that gear of, like, we're going to play this way. This is who we are, and this is how we're going to execute our game plan.
So, Kelsey, when you realize you're going to start, you're going to move, of course you started games before, but moving to center field, whatever, is that more pressure, less pressure? What about that first question was? Is that more pressure, less pressure?
I don't think it's any more pressure than it was last year, me starting in right field at the end. It's a job I have to do, and I know I have to get it done. So. And
then batting-wise, I think you went in batting .208 for the year or something like that. You hit a foul ball home run. You know, very seldom do you see somebody then hit a real home run later. So what changed maybe for you today, or you know, did anything change for you today, you feel?
I think recently I've been lacking confidence in the box and just trusting myself. So today I kind of just let it go, and I knew I have to step up if I want to keep staying out there. So really just having confidence in myself and not thinking too much in the box. That helped me. Yeah.
Bummed out about the home run. What was foul at first?
Nah. I had a feeling something else was coming. So.
Can you take us to what you saw on the home run with the pitch and everything?
Actually, really, I didn't see much. I mean, I just saw. I'm not gonna lie. I just saw a pitch I wanted to hit, and I was like, I'm gonna go after it, and that's what happened. And found it. So.
Kelsey, you guys have such a young outfield. How cool is it to see Paisley be able to run that home run and make that kind of defensive play?
I love it for her. She's been working really hard, and we work really well together. So her trusting me and letting her know when to jump and when to rob it, I think she has trusted me. I've trusted her. So, I mean, I'm proud of her.
Cindy, anything different about you today? I mean, you're tired like 12, 13 batters in a row. Look like you're pretty zoned in. Anything different do you feel about your time in the circle today?
Actually, shout out to Victor yesterday. He told me to play for the little girl that fell in love for the game, so that's what I did out there today.
Who's that? I'm sorry?
Victor. He told me to play for the little girl that fell in love with the game,
Yeah,
so that's who I was playing for today.
Who's Victor? I'm sorry. Am I stupid?
He-
No, I am stupid. But
No.
If you want to tell
I
them.
would say he's like our mental health. He's not an advisor. He doesn't work here. He just
Okay.
comes in on his free time and really helps us. Like if
Okay.
we need to talk about anything, that's what he's there for.
What's Victor's last name? Like not a therapist, but something else. Thank you. Find out. I'm interested as a pitcher, your second year here or whatever. You switch catchers, and we hear about that. And from the outside looking in, it looked like AK's caught forever. From watching these games, I'm laughing. So, as a pitcher, what about switching catcher? What about AK?
She's amazing. She's so mature back there. She talks to us every pitch. She tells us what we need to fix. So I love how she communicates with us, and she works hard, and she goes up in the box and she swings the bat hard too. So she's awesome.
What about when you gave up the run? Sometimes we've seen all you ladies at least to 2 runs and 3 runs this year sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I guess the good thing is you don't want to give up a run, but then you shut it down. Was there something thought process about that?
Just taking a breath and focusing on the next pitch.
Tricia, for both of y'all, Tricia said that this is the type of program that you're not going to let a team beat you twice. Coming into this game, was you guys sort of seeing red, and just what was the last few hours until game time, and then this one looking like coming away with really solid win?
Yeah, we were ready for them. After that loss, we knew we had to come back. We weren't going to let them beat us again. And I think we really showed up this morning, and we understood what we had to do, and that's what the outcome was.
Sydney, you mentioned playing for the girl who fell in love with softball. Is that something that's easier to do when you're starting as opposed to kind of coming in late in a game? Is that something that kind of makes you more comfortable for the rest of the?
I think all around it's the same. Like you go in and you do your job, and you're always playing for yourself pretty much and your team.
So you had a little zip on some of your balls, like a little extra zip today. So what are you doing to kind of tweak things and just stay like as consistent as you can?
Just spinning the ball the best I can, just spinning it.
It's come down to that simple. I mean, that's what Tricia sort of said to us. She said, "Here's the red zones. Is it just see the glove and pound it?"
Yep. See the ball or see the glove and throw it there.
You ladies feel a little better than you felt after Friday when you lost that game to locker room a little different?
Oh yeah, we're fired up.
Yeah, we're ready to go now.